Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this full face get ready with me makeup tutorial on this look that I created using the Emily Edit The Needs palette. This palette was done in collaboration between a YouTuber, Emily Noel 83, and Makeup Revolution. And it just couldn't have happened to a nicer person. You guys probably know Emily already. I've been a subscriber of hers for years and years. She is not one of the hugest YouTubers, but she has been out here for like 12 years just making very professional, high quality, very honest, very trustworthy YouTube videos about makeup. She mainly concentrates on drugstore makeup, so it was great to see her offered this collaboration with Makeup Revolution. Is just amazing, and I'm so happy for her because she's such a hard worker and she's such an honest person. And you know, she has 2 kids now, and she'll be filming at 6 in the morning when the house is still quiet so that she can make a video that day. And I'm like, oh my God, how does she do it? And so I love to support somebody like her. So of course, the day that these launched, you know, I had to go on Ulta and buy both of them. They came pretty quickly. I got these last week. I have already used the Wants a couple of times. It is gorgeous. This is 24 eyeshadows, retails for $20. I'm looking forward to being able to use this palette and get a lot of different looks out of it because it has these greens that you hardly ever see in a palette. And it also has these lovely lavenders and purples, and it also has a lot of the mauves and plums. But there are also a lot of just warm colors, golds and neutrals that you can use, just, you know, browns to do a neutral eye. So I'm psyched about it. But for today's video, I am going to talk more about the Needs palette. So I did the full face of makeup today with the Needs. And so the tutorial I'm going to do today, we're going to do the foundation, we're going to do the eyeshadow, and I'm also going to use all the other things in here, which is there's a great bronzer, a beautiful blush. Look at that blush color. Isn't that nice? And a gorgeous highlighter that doesn't have any glitter flakes in it. It just sits on the skin, especially older skin. So beautiful. It's not making my pores and texture look huge, but it's just giving me that nice, you know, sun-kissed glow that you want to have that makes your skin look so healthy and so youthful. And then she even threw in a matte translucent setting powder, so that this is a great palette to take on the road with you. Then there are 6 eyeshadow shades, which when I first opened it, I was like, oh, it's so warm, it's not going to be for me. But guess what? It's not all so warm. There are a couple colors in here that can help you to go a little bit more to the cool side if you like that, but if you like warm, it's all there for you too. So this is the eyeshadow look that I did with it today. I love this because it is a little bit more to the cool side, so I really wanted to push this palette and see if I could get more of a cool look out of it, and sure enough you can. So let's go into the tutorial. I'll show you how I got this look with this palette today. This one is $15, by the way. You know, I always use an eyelid primer. Today I'm going to use the CoverGirl Lid Lockup. I got this one in PR from CoverGirl and I really like it. So I thought I would do all you know, drugstore priced products to go with that, since that is really Emily's like mothership on her channel. For my face primer, I'm going to go ahead and use the Catrice Prime and Fine. I'm just going to put this on the center of my face where I have enlarged pores and some texture issues. So I'm going to wait to do the foundation and the under eye concealer until after we've done the eyeshadows, because I'm not sure if there's fallout from these or not. I have used the Wants palette once already, and as I recall, there wasn't really hardly any fallout, so that's good. So we'll see how it goes with the Needs as well. First color I'm going to go into is this off-white in the corner called Love, and I love the names in this palette in particular. Like, all the names in the other palette have real meaning to Emily, but in this palette it's just all about all the feelings in life that, you know, really make life worth living. It's about gratitude, it's about love, it's about faith, joy, hope, honesty, you know, all that good stuff. I'm using my IT Cosmetics 112 brush. So I'm just going to apply this from the lashes right up into the crease, and I'm going to put a little bit right up below my eyebrow for a little brow highlight. Then I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics 105 brush, and I'm going to go into Peace. I'm going to put that deep into the crease and a little bit above it so that we can start to disguise the hood, because I have hooded eyes, so I like to disguise that with kind of a light to medium shade. So you put that on the part of the crease that actually does fold forward, and putting the eyeshadow on there helps to make that recede. But you don't want to start too dark up there. You want a nice light color. So that's what I like about this palette. They're really buildable. So I'm just doing it in a rainbow motion back and forth, deep in the crease and a little bit above, and then dragging it at an angle from the crease down to my eyelashes. Then I'm going to take my MAC 221 brush and Honesty. I'm going to tap that off. And I'm going to put that pretty much in the same place. I'm going to start right deep in the crease with small circular motions and just kind of dig that in there, really pressing the tip of the brush deep into the crease. So then you can just start at the lashes and flick it up a little bit to bring it up a little higher. And then put it deep in the crease and come across. And I'm just going to repeat on the other side. So do you guys watch, or are you interested in any of the beauty guru drama that's going on YouTube? I gotta say, I'm not interested in it. I stay out of it. I have been watching a few of the videos just to know what's going on so that if anyone commented or asked, I would have a clue. But in general, so not interested. Back to Emily, I feel like that's one of the great things about Emily is no drama on her channel. And I like to keep the same thing going on here. So now I'm going to go into Hope, and I'm going to use my Sigma E36 blending brush. And I just keep layering up color out at the outer corner. I pretty much put everything right on top of each other. That's how I like to do it. It's all about layering the colors to really get them to blend. They don't just turn into mush and mud. Just making that outer V from the crease down to the lash line, and then digging it deep into the crease with those little circular motions and bringing it a little way across. And that is really just helping to define the crease and deepen the crease so it looks like the crease really goes in, and then keeping the movable part of the lid light, because that's what's going to bring light to the eye and help to disguise that hood. So now I'm going in with my Beauty Junkies Pro Tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that out using small circular motions as well. These eyeshadows blend really, really nicely. They don't have like a huge dark color payout. Like this color looks, you know, kind of dark in the pan, but on the eye it goes on really, really nicely. They're really, really subtle. They're more of a translucent color, which I think is better for older eyelids, you know, because sometimes you go to put on your eyeshadow and you put on too much and you have to start over again, you know, you make a big mistake. So I prefer to build up layers of translucent colors. I'm going to use the Sigma E47 and go into Passion. I'm just going to take that, I'm just going to pat it right at the outer corner. Well, see, I got a little fallout there, so that's why we're doing the makeup after the face makeup. But I forgot to tap my brush off. That would be the problem. Let's see if I tap, if I get less fallout on this side. And I'm really just placing and patting that at the outer corner of my eye at an angle and drawing it just the littlest bit kind of across the lash line. And that almost acts like an eyeliner. Take care of that fallout. I like to use a piece of Scotch tape. All right, then back to the Beauty Junkies Pro Tapered blending to blend that in. You can blend that up into the crease. That's why I do the little circular motion, so it just brings it up and into the crease a little bit. Using that shade Passion in the crease, actually once you blend it out, it makes this go a little bit cooler, which makes me happy, of course, because, you know, I don't know, I just like cooler better. So just to make these colors really pop, I'm going to go back into Love and just reapply a little bit of that on the lid, just to brighten up the movable part of the lid. And I'm going to grab a little more Honesty. I'm just going to very lightly trace over the top edge on both eyes just to make sure that that's nice and smooth. Bringing that up high and just leaving the littlest bit of lightness between my eyebrow and that eyeshadow. I'm just going to bring a little bit of that underneath to join everything together. Just going to go into Gratitude, which is the highlighter. Just going to pick some of that up on my finger. This is nice because it's got a nice like pinky kind of sheen to it. So I think that'll really help to make this a little bit cooler. I'm just going to put that on my eyelid from the center into the inner crease. Oh yeah, love that. Very pretty, Emily. My gosh, what a nicely edited bunch of colors. Oh, I'm knocking everything over on my desk, sorry. All right, moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to use my Sephora Contour Liner 12-Hour Waterproof. This is in the new color Stone because my Fifth Avenue has been discontinued. I'm going to use that on the upper waterline. So I'm just going to place it at the base of my lashes and draw it back and forth. Then I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips eye pencil in silver for the lower waterline. Just going to put that at the outer corner at the waterline and bring it across all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. Now for the upper lid liner, I'm going to do a wet push brush liner using the palette. I'm going to use that same dark purpley color Passion, and I have a little eyebrow brush here from Beauty Junkies. This is their Pro Brow Brush. So you just take a little brush like this and some setting spray. This is the Wet n Wild Matte setting spray. I just put a couple of spritzes into the lid. Then I'll dip my brush in there so that the brush is wet. I showed my mom this technique. It was back in March because it was my parents' anniversary. They were going out for a special dinner, so I did my mom's makeup. Oh my God, she looks so pretty. But I showed her how to do push brush liner, and she was like, oh, like the heavens opened, the sun shone down. She was like, now I can do eyeliner again, because she was so struggling with her eyeliner. And you know, of course, she has really pretty eyes, but she wants to be able to use eyeliner. So anyway, you dampen your brush in setting spray or just regular water, whatever you want to use. Then you just dip it lightly into the darkest color in your palette. I think this one's going to be really, really pretty. And then you just take the brush, and why it's called push brush is because you just push it. Basically, you're just stamping it on there. And using the setting spray helps it to stay in place. All right, I don't want to go too dramatic with the eyes today. Of course, you could with this palette really build it up, really get a lot of drama. All right, so let me go ahead and put on my foundation so that we can then try out the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter and the setting powder in this palette. So today I'm using CoverGirl Matte Made. This was also sent in PR, but I've been testing it for 3 or 4 days already, and I really like it. It's very sheer. It doesn't look like makeup on the skin. It gives, you know, a decent amount of coverage. You could never build it up to full, but this one I've been finding actually does keep my skin matte. So, but it's just not a lot of coverage. And for my concealer today, I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I've had this laying around for a bit, been meaning to try it, so let's go with it today. I'm afraid this color might be a little light for me, but let's give it a go. What the heck, what color is it? This is C6. Do a little under eye concealing where the inner corner of my eyes has that, you know, kind of dark, a little bit of purpleness under there. All right, I'm going to go into Kindness to set the under eyes, and I have my e.l.f. blush brush. This is the same brush that I always use for that. So I'm just going to pat that underneath my eyes to mattify and set the under eye concealer. And then I'm just going to set my T-zone. Oh, my under eyes look really nice and smooth. All right, let's go into the bronzer, which is called Courage. I'm using this big fluffy brush from my Morphe 9-piece vegan brush set. Just do a little bronzing slash contouring up here around my hairline. See how that color is for me. Do a little bit under the jawline. And then I take whatever is left on the brush and just do a little bit down the sides of my nose. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush to do the cheek contour and back into Courage. Pull that out from my hairline. For the blush, I'm going to use my Morphe E33 brush, and the blush is called Joy. Ooh, Emily. Good choice on the blush. Very pretty. I'm really into more of a peachy blush this summer. I use this fan brush, also from the Morphe brush set, to do my highlighting. So we're going to go into Gratitude for the highlight. The blush and the contour are both matte. So if you want to add a little highlight high on the cheekbones and then bring it down front and onto the apple of your cheek. Wow. Love the highlight. You know what? It's not glittery. It's just very, very subtle. I'm going to put a little above my eyebrows. All right, I didn't put on mascara yet because I was going to use a setting spray today, so I'm going to use the Wet n Wild matte setting spray. So I put that on before my mascara just because, well, I mean, it is waterproof mascara, but I don't want it to mess it up. And then we can go in with the mascara. For mascara today, I'm going to use Lash Paradise Voluminous Mascara in the waterproof. I don't like the non-waterproof one. I find that that one flakes and runs, so the waterproof one is the one for me. And for the lippy today, I'm going to use Maybelline Hot Lacquer in 62 Charmer. I wore this last week and got so many compliments. Everyone wanted to know what I was wearing, so that's what it was and is today. All right, so that's the finished look with Emily's The Needs palette. Let's let the hair out, see what we look like today. All right. That is a really nice look. I love this eyeshadow. I can't tell you how much I love the eyeshadow because I was really, when I first opened it, I thought, oh no, it's going to be too warm for me. I mean, it's definitely very Emily. It's definitely like her colors, but she really curated this so well of selecting just the right mix of colors so that you could do a warm, you could do a more cool, you could do an everyday look, you can bump it up and really amp it up and do something special, and then to have the face things in here that are so pretty. I love this blush. I love the highlighter. The bronzer I think is a nice universal color that's going to work for a lot of different people. So all in all, Emily, congratulations. I think you did a fantastic job on this palette. It really is beautiful, so workable. So if you guys are looking for a really great palette, nice low $15 price point for a full face palette, great to travel with, great for every day. Take a look at the Emily Edit by Makeup Revolution. That's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. So thanks for watching, everybody. You know I always really appreciate your time. So take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.